Hi, welcome to Top Grumps. We're back again. I've got no beard and my face looks fat as shit. I'm one of your hosts, Lee, and I'm joined by Chris. Hi, Chris.
All right. I wasn't going to say anything, but have you been eating
Hi,
loads of
welcome to Top Grumps.
protein-filled
We're back
eclairs?
again. I've got yeah. I think I've had them before. Um, but sorry. It's always here's Chris, never how's Chris. How are you, Chris?
I'm all right. Can't complain. If I would, it wouldn't be very entertaining to watch, would it?
I mean, that's all I did last week. I just complained for like a full hour on a Birdemic episode because you made us watch fucking Birdemic, man.
I know, but I'm gonna up me caliber of choices from now on. So I'm
Hmm?
gonna move on from crappy CGI to something else. You'll see.
Yeah, you've already told us what your next pick is, and I'm happy with that. Not that not that it's my choice. That if you pick shit movies, I have to watch them. I don't get a say in it. It's
Yeah.
it's Top Grumps.
Same
That's
for
what we
you.
do. So this week we're doing National Lampoon's Van Wilder Party Liaison. Um, this is one of Ryan Reynolds' like first big breakout movie roles, I think.
He did quite a few small comedy things where he played exactly the same person, though, didn't he?
Yeah. Because I knew this from, I knew him from Two Guys, a Girl in a Pizza Place, or Two Guys and a Girl,
Yeah.
as it was later known, which is the reason I went to see it at the cinema in the first place. I wasn't even old enough to get in. Just my cousin went, "Oh, we're going to see Van Wilder tonight at the cinema. Do you want to come?" And he's like a few years older than us, and I was like, "I don't know what that is." And he went, "Oh, it's got Bergen from Two Guys and a Girl," and it was like, "Yeah, I'll definitely go and see that." And I got to
Yeah.
see a group of men wank off a dog. Um,
Yeah.
and then I went to the cinema.
I was waiting for that.
um, so yeah, I think I was like, what? I don't know when this came out, like 2002, 2003. I must have only been about 13 or something when I went to see this.
2002, yeah.
2002. So yeah, I was
I
only
was 12.
13, 14. When did you first see this?
So I went through a stage where I was at college and I used to share a flat with a mate, and we used to just watch shite films like this, like like stoner comedies like Pineapple Express,
Oh, Pineapple
Friday After
Express.
Next.
I've never seen any of the
Um,
Friday movies.
oh, they're amazing.
I do love Pineapple Express. I don't
But
remember much from the first time I watched it because,
no one does.
yeah, because it's Pineapple Express and you know what kind of film it is and what you have to do when you're watching that film. But
Orgies.
yeah, orgies, that's it. Um, but I just remember absolutely pissing myself laughing when they're driving down the freeway with his foot through the window. That's the only thing I remember from the first time I watched it. I think watching it without being in that frame of mind, it wasn't as good. Um,
Never tried. Never tried.
but not this. I got this on DVD, and from the day I bought it, I think I watched it like every night for about 100 days.
No way.
I was
Did you actually sit
obsessed with
down
it.
and watch it?
I
Or
would
did you
fall
like
asleep to it. I put it on when I was going to sleep and just watch it like every single night when I was going to bed. Um,
can you remember waking up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to a DVD menu screen that just looped every 10 seconds or whatever?
I mean, yeah, but it was never 3 o'clock in the morning because I don't remember the last time I went to sleep before 3 o'clock in the morning. I've never been a big sleeper. Just go to sleep at like five
uh,
o'clock in the morning, wake up at 7 or 8 o'clock, and
I
yeah.
couldn't do it.
Um. So what you were in college and you would watch like these kind of movies and what was
Yeah, it's one of them switch off films where you just chuck on in the background, you look up, have a little laugh, and then just get back to whatever you're doing, and you don't have to think about it really.
no, I love this like I've got a bit of an obsessive like disorder I think where if I like something I will just throw myself into it completely as you can see, buy all of me One Piece things, and on like this whole room is just One Piece. It's absolutely mental. I bought 300 One Piece stickers the other day and put them all up around my office. I've got
Is
about
that? Did you
200
recently put
One.
them up?
Yeah, yeah, just the other day. It took us like 2 hours to put them all up. I think I've got about 200 One Piece pop figures. Um, that it's just a burden on me life at the moment. It's way too much. Um, Paul's saying that I look French because of me tash. Bonjour, Paul. uh, yeah. Okay. So anyway, Van Wilder. So what is this movie about, Chris?
Right, so it is, in a nutshell, it is about Ryan Reynolds. He plays a late 20s, early 30s-year-old man who goes to the American equivalent of university, shags loads of barely legal teenagers, throws parties, and basically fails that much. He has to repeat the year like 8 times, spends all his dad's money. He realizes in the 8 years that he's been there, on his final year, he's like, oh, actually, I can make money from doing this because his dad said, I'm cutting you off. I'm not paying for your college anymore because it must have been cheap back then. Because now it's like 70, 80 grand or something, isn't it? But
Yeah, something. We were trying to figure
um,
out his age as well, by the way.
mm,
So he's been there for 7 years. American high school finishes at 18, so he's there for 7 years. So he's got to be like 25, 26, something like that.
yeah, something like that. 26, and there's what, like 19-year-old people he's knocking about with.
Yeah, it is a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
Um, who am I to judge? I,
I just think it's weird because if you knew someone that was just like, oh, what's happening with Chris? You'd be like, oh, he's still at uni, and you're like, he's nearly 30. He went when he was 18, didn't he? And you say, oh no, he's been there ever since. Oh, he must have been studying for his doctorate or something. No, no, he's failed every time, but he throws some good parties with them 18-year-olds. You'd be like, what a
why
bit of
isn't he
a
inviting me? Uh,
yeah.
but yeah, so what? Anything else to add for the plot, or
Yeah, the Tara Reid, who is it the college newspaper?
yeah, yeah, she works at the
Yeah,
college newspaper.
so she's been told by her boss, he's got wind that there's a bloke that's been there for 8 years. He's a legend, throws these amazing parties. He's like, we're done. And he's just like, right, I think there's some sort of story there. Can you go and follow him and like basically get to know him and see, try to find there's a scoop.
And he wants
That
nothing to do
that
with
the
it, but
yeah.
he wants to get into our knickers, and he kind of plays along a little bit, and things happen
Yeah.
from there.
And it's
Um,
got so many celebrities that you'll look at in the background and you'll think, shit, I know him from something.
yeah,
And
before
then
we
you
came
Google him
on,
and
you said, "Oh, did you notice someone that's like wasn't famous in this, but is
yeah,
really famous now?" And I was trying to figure it out. So there's Aaron Paul.
that's who I was
Is
on
that the
about. Yeah.
right? That one just popped into my head just before when you said like his dad cut him off. It's just like, um, excuse me, do you know Van Wilder? And he's like, he's only the raddest fucking dude alive, man. And then he
Yeah.
pops in at the end when his dad's like, excuse me, can you tell me where I can find the raddest fucking dude alive? Um,
Yep. Yep.
who else? I think this is one of Cal Penn's first roles, isn't it?
I think it's his first big-ish one because I can't remember off memory. I haven't looked it up. I can't remember anything else. But I
Um,
only know him from this and Harold and Kumar Get the Munchies.
yeah. And he quit acting for a while because he got a job at the White House, which
Yeah.
is a very strange
You
thing
said
for the stoner guy from Harold and Kumar to go and work
yeah,
for President Obama.
you I didn't believe you when you said that. I thought you would take the piss. So I Googled it, and yeah, he joined during the Obama administration.
I knew about this already, but recently it came back up because I've been watching the TV show House, the Hugh Laurie
Right.
doctor show thing. And Cal
Mhm.
Penn was one of the cast in this from in like season 5 or something like that. And halfway through the season, like he's had like nothing wrong. Like there's been nothing wrong. He's just been a normal character all the way through, and then he doesn't show up for work one day, and everyone goes, "Oh, where's so and so at?" And they go around his house, and he's killed himself. And it's like,
Ah,
oh my god, like what what the hell? Like this can't be real. What's going on? Why have they killed him off? And I googled it, and it was like, he's got a job at the White House, and this was the easiest way to just get rid of his character. Just go, you're dead. And they could have had him come back
David
like
Carradine
later,
did.
just like, I don't want to work here anymore. Okay, you're fired.
Yeah.
But fucking
I'm
hell.
being transferred to a hospital in the other side of the country. Goodbye forever.
um,
That would have been better.
trying to think. I mentioned somebody else. Oh, Sophia Bush. She's in this. But you said you don't know who Sophia Bush is. One
I'm not good with
Tree,
names.
One Tree Hill. Have you ever seen that?
I know this is a na 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 na,
I have
isn't it?
no idea. Or is that you might be singing Dawson's Creek? I
I
don't
think
wanna
I am.
wait for my lunch to get colder. I don't know the real words, just the Peter Griffin version. Um, but no, and she was also in Chicago PD, which you probably haven't seen that either. It's like the Chicago
Nah,
Fire, Chicago Med, Chicago PD universe
nah.
thing. Um,
I know you're well into that though.
but she is the one who calls Tara Reid the truck driver when she's like getting it on with Van Wilder.
Oh
And
yeah,
Tara
yeah,
Reid
yeah, yeah.
walks in and he's like, she reads at a freshman or at sophomore level.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's Sophia Bush. She's quite famous now. Um,
Ah,
I don't know if there's anyone else.
also, what happened to Tara Reid? Because she was massive in because I remember watching her in Scrubs and then she just disappeared. I haven't looked into it. I just don't know where she went.
Don't know. I know she had quite a lot of plastic surgery. Um,
Also, I might not recognize her.
no, it might not be. I think like obviously Hollywood's got
Oh,
this like standard that everyone has to adhere to. And if you don't look a certain way, you don't get cast in movies. And I think like some of our plastic surgery might have been a bit too over the top. Um,
right.
uh, Possibly because unless she has just aged, and I just think that she looks worse, and I'm an absolute dick. But I know I'm an absolute dick already, so it doesn't matter if I say dickish things anyway. Uh,
Well, I thought you were going to be like, oh, well, actually, she's a body double for Hugh Grant or something. No, it went that wrong.
no. But
Or Sylvester Stallone's mom kind of style.
oh yeah, Jackie man.
Oh,
um. So yeah, is there anything else to say about this movie, or do you want to go about any more of the plot, about things that have happened? Talk through the movie.
that was basically the spoiler three, but there's loads of moments in this. Like,
Oh,
I'm sure the first time you see Van Wilder, he's insinuating that he's getting a blowjob from an old Chinese woman.
Luke Me is giving him a quick job,
Yeah.
and she's just like sucking a lollipop instead, but it's just the angle of the camera. And then
Aye.
another famous person, he goes out and saves the Shermanator from American Pie. It's
Does
like,
he?
it's the Shermanator, the ginger guy on top of the roof going, I didn't want to come.
Ah.
They made me. He's like, first year can be kind of scary, can it, Timmy?
Oh yes, yes. And the guy from Big Bang Theory.
Oh, yes, Howard Wolowitz is in. Oh,
That one of the nerd frats.
I can't remember what the faction thing's called. But it's the really brainy one, the brainy group
Yeah.
that ask for the first ever party. But that kid with a monobrow. If you had a monobrow that bad, would you shave the middle, or would you just leave it like that and look like a
I
fucking idiot for the rest of your life?
don't know. I don't know. I'm not a hairy person. I'm the opposite, so I would treasure it.
um. Hmm. So right. So yeah. So he gets a quick job from Suit Me, saves Shermanator on the roof, and then he hires an assistant. The assistant hiring process. That's quite a good
Oh,
scene as well.
that's a that's a thing I wanted to ask for you because there is an audition where like basically he holds auditions every year or every term or something for a guy that'll arrange all of his party planning stuff, and he has a string of people inviting him. Sorry, auditioning for him. Did you get the version with the gay guy?
What the? Give me a V. Give me an A.
Yeah.
What does it spell? Yeah, yeah.
Apparently that's in the extended version.
Oh,
Because there was another version where that was cut. Because there was also a trans person in there as well.
oh yeah. Hi, my name is Terry.
Yeah,
Um,
but it's just like a stunned woman.
yeah. This is one of the last great movies that came out before people started giving a fuck. Um,
Yeah.
so this has body shaming with like there's the fat guy that jumps in the pool and there's like it makes wheel noises when he's under the water and it's like wow. And he's even saying like, oh, once we
Yeah.
put all the water back in the pool, and it's like, well, that's a small thing that wouldn't pass today, because people would be like, you can't body shame people. The trans woman, like, oh, my name is Terry, like, and to make fun of that,
Yeah.
that wouldn't slide. It's very misogynistic and like what's the objectifying women all the way through, like topless shooters, things like that.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, there's
I've,
so many things in this where it just wouldn't slide anymore.
do you know who we haven't talked about as well? Um, Gwen, who's Tara Reid's character, her boyfriend as well.
Yeah,
Um, Richard Bag. I've got the character thing up now.
dick bag.
Um, Dick Bag. Because he's like a weird. It's weird. He goes from like a weird pre-med SWAT to a weird villain.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think he already is like a bit of a villain anyway. Like, because he's the leader
Yeah,
of like this Delta Iota Kappa fraternity house. Um, and it's like a bit of a cult by the looks of it, where he's like making all the pledges, like they've got hoods on and stuff, and they're saying they'll have to jump onto broken glass. But Tara Reid fucks it up for
yeah.
them, and she's like, "It's just Doritos or whatever." Um, how he treats the pledges as well when they're playing croquet,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I
and
think that's normal, like hazing and stuff. Or
I
used to be back then.
yeah, it probably still does exist in some bits. Just depends on what
Yeah.
like college fraternity you're in. Um, but yeah, he was always a dickhead. But it just he has to do more and more as things go on. But does he ever do anything that bad to Van Wilder compared to the stuff that they do to him?
Um, no,
Like, what's he do? He gets a
no.
party shut down and Van almost gets kicked out
Actu-
of college. This guy had 8 dog jizz.
yeah, puppy
This
dog jizz.
this poor guy has studied hard as fuck the whole time he's been at college, and he's going to be the best, like one of the best doctors ever by the looks of it, because he's got like all of these like amazing people from Northwestern coming to see him after he's done his exams. He hasn't even done his exams yet, and people already want to come and meet him because he's that
Yeah,
good. And when he's like, Tara Reid puts a, or what's it called, mega colon blow powder in his milkshake
yeah, yeah,
on
yeah,
the morning, and he shits himself. Like he starts shitting himself in the exam. The fact that he comes out and one of the guys is like, "Wow, Richard's finished his exam in only 20 minutes." Like that's not a red
yeah.
flag to them because they think, "Wow, this guy is good. This guy could have been the person that cured cancer." And they've like absolutely ruined his fucking life. Make him shit in a bin in front of all
Yeah,
of these like important people that could give him that step up in life to where he needs
yeah,
to be this amazing doctor. They've ruined him.
yeah. For what? For getting pissed off at a what is it? Nearly a late 20s bloke that's been in college for eight
Yeah,
and a bit years.
and his
Uh,
his girlfriend hadn't even cheated on him or anything like that. It was a little bit flirty and stuff like that, and there was definitely some emotions there, but she hadn't done anything.
yeah,
And I don't think she would
yeah,
have cheated on her boyfriend because she doesn't seem like that kind of person.
yeah. To be fair though, actually, for sneak because basically how he gets his party shut down is he sneaks loads of kids into one of his parties.
Yeah,
That is bad and gets them all.
yeah. Here's your Uncle
Um,
Jaeger.
for for someone who makes a living from planning parties and making parties, that's kind of the equivalent of doing the same to him, isn't it?
Yeah.
So thinking back, I think it might have been tit for tat.
So where did we get up to? So they had the audition. All of the people came in, and they hired Taj. Taj Mahal Badalandabad.
Yeah,
Um,
what does he sound like again?
I'm not going to do his accent, but he shows up after the auditions, and they sit him down, and it's like, why did you come here? And he's like, I wanted to come to this country to learn the great American art of muff diving, to smack clam, munch rug, dine at just one American pink taco stand. It's like, I want to take it through the car wash and get it waxed, works it, all of that. And air dry. I don't know what air drying is after all that. Like, I understand the euphemisms for that, but I don't know how you got air
Is
dry.
it not when you do the windmill
I suppose it could be.
afterwards?
There we go. We've
Yeah.
solved it. Oh, can you
Oh,
solve all of these like movie theories? How do you use the three seashells?
one's nip, scrape, no, crimp, scrape, and polish.
Crimp, scrape, and polish. Right. Okay.
But I forgot to say me Cal Penn fact thing as well.
All right. Yeah.
So I found out it might not be true, but when Cal Penn auditioned for this, it was between him and a white guy in brown face, and Ryan Reynolds like petitioned for him to get the role, which I kind of don't blame him because why would you want to work with brown face?
Yeah. That this film would. I mean, it's already a disgusting film as it is, but
Yeah.
that it would have got like shot to fucking bits if it had a
Mm.
brown face in. So where were we up to again? So
I
Taj
think
gets hired, um, and Van hosts a party where his dad shows up, tells him he's cutting him off, and then oh, oh, I nearly had the name of the frat house in my head there. It's like a Blando Glaber or something like that with like Howard Wolowitz. The geeks come in. He
I'm gonna
throws
Google
them.
it while you talk.
He throws them a roller disco party. Um, Also introduces Taj to Naomi. That's I moan backwards. Um, and tries to set him up so Taj can finally lose his virginity. Um, Tara Reid finds out that he's been paid to throw a party, writes an article about him, and that gets everyone interested in having a party thrown for themselves. And Van Wilder
Aye.
party liaison is in business. Um, so he starts getting all these phone calls, puts on like all of these crazy parties, um, and he starts getting really close and chummy to Gwen, Tara Reid's character. Um, she is still with Richard. The sex scenes with him and her are disturbing. Like, just like
Yeah.
he's got premature ejaculation, and
It's horrible because he's like,
and he's like, "Oh, your labia feels so good around my swollen phallus. I'm releasing my seminal fluids inside you now."
oh,
uh, and it's like she's like, "Oh, it's kind of hard in 10 seconds, like to have an orgasm."
Oh, I found the name. It's Lambda Omega Omega.
Oh right, I said, what did I say? A Labdo Gleber or something like that. So that was close enough. I don't speak
Yeah.
ancient Greek. Um, oh, Paul says, you know what this episode needs? Phoebes. We can't keep dragging
Who's
Phoebes into films that she hasn't watched.
who's Phoebes?
I don't know. Some chick.
Yeah.
Uh,
Some chick.
uh, so, right. Yeah, Van and Richard start this bit of a rivalry, and Van steps it up a notch by getting some eclairs, emptying all the cream
Yeah.
out, getting his pet dog that has gigantic bollocks. He doesn't wank it off. He gets his mate to wank it off. And it jizzes in all these
He's
cream
just
buns, and then the sprinkle some ice and sugar over and send them to Delta Iota Kappa. And this is one of the worst but best scenes in cinema history.
yeah.
They're just like, oh,
Mollygagged at this.
tuck in, fellas, and they're like biting into them, and it's like oozing out and like running down the chin, and they're like holding it up and dripping it into the mouth. And they're like, oh, it's still warm. There's other quotes, but I'm gonna save them for now because we've got to do like best quotes and stuff like that.
I've got a question for you after this though. Have you ever
No, I
got any
haven't.
revenge on anyone like that? Have you not? Not
Not
by jizzing, but like
well,
doing something horrible.
not revenge, because I'm not like a vengeful person really. I'm usually the instigator. So for no reason whatsoever, me mate Andy, love him to bits, but he's a fucking idiot, right? I mean, he's a lot
Right.
smarter now that he's older, but when we were 18, he got in the back of my car, and I knew I was picking him up. So before I went there, I got this like it was a windmill. Do you know the toy windmills that like kids get where you blow the thing and it spins around?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it had
yeah,
a sweet tube on filled with like Smarties or something like that.
yeah.
Is there a statute of limitations in this country, by the way? Because this might be illegal. Uh, but okay. Anyway, hopefully this doesn't go anywhere. But I bought 3 packets of laxative tablets, emptied the Smarties out,
Oh.
and put all of the laxatives into this sweet tube. Left them in the back seat. Went and picked Andy up. He got in the car and went, "Oh, you've got some sweets. Can I have them?" Like, yeah, no problem, mate. And he just necked the whole tube. And he had 3 packets of laxative tablets. I've got the order wrong. So this was the second time, sorry. The first time I bought laxative chocolate. And I went home,
Right.
got some Rice Krispies, melted the laxative chocolate, mixed it with the Rice Krispies, made Rice Krispie cakes, left them in the back of my car, went out to meet some friends, and I kept offering to people, but everyone was like, "Why has he got Rice Krispie cakes in the car? This seems very suspicious." He's just offering them to everyone. But this one lad, Harvey, he was like, "Oh, I'll have one." He ate it. I don't know what happened to him. I've only just started speaking to him recently again in some chat, so I'll have to ask him next time I think about it. But my mate Andy got in the car later on and he was like, "Oh, you've got cakes? Can I have some?" "Yeah, have as many as you want." And he ate the whole tub. And then we went to a all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet, and there was like loads of us. I think there was about 8 people, 10 people sitting around the table. And I was just watching him the whole time, and he was sweating, and he's going, "Is there a toilet in here?" And I was like, "Oh, Chinese restaurants don't have toilets. It's it's custom. Like they don't have toilets in restaurants in China because it's considered dirty." He was like, "Oh man, is everyone done yet?" And I was like, "Oh no, like we've only just started. Like you'll have to wait a bit." And he's just sitting there like properly, just exactly the same as Richard in the exam scene, just proper like sweating and breathing heavily. and I had to take him home. This could have gone wrong as well. I made sure to hit
Yeah.
every single speed bump as hard as I could on the way
Ooh.
back to his. And I got outside of his house, and I didn't even finish stopping the car, and he dived out of the car and ran into the house and just disappeared.
Ah,
Um, and that was the first
he
time I
must
got him.
have like a sphincter of steel to hold that in.
He has gotten me with quite a few things, but that's the best. Like I've got him twice for laxatives. So,
Nice.
what
I
about you?
think
Have you ever had any revenge or any crazy pranks like that? Or
got two that I could probably tell you.
see, you were in the merchant
Um,
navy out at sea. There's got to be some crazy stuff that you have to.
I can't tell you any of them on camera,
Okay,
but
you can't
but
tell us on camera about the time you had to get smuggled through customs because you were.
no, can't say that. Can't say
You can't say
that.
that one. No, that is
No.
a that
Um,
that's not a true story, Chris. Let's not talk
no,
about
no,
that
no.
one.
Didn't you make that one up? But there was one of them where I was sharing a flat with a me mate called Liam, and basically he used to, if there was any food on the bench, he used to eat it. And it was like, do you know when you have a pizza the night before and you're like, oh, I'll have that for breakfast, or I'll have that when I woke up and I'm sobering up a bit and have it for dinner or whatever.
Yeah.
And he just kept eating everything. And you'd wake up, you'd be like, oh, I've got a pizza on the bench. Oh, it's fucking eating. So one time I deliberately left one. I peeled back. Do you know the horrible, well, the lush cheap pizzas where they've got loads of cheese on the top? They've got like a layer. So I lifted the layer up, and I had at the time it was Mad's Dog 350. You know
It's a like
the
Tabasco
hot
sauce
sauce.
kind of hot sauce. I knew it was going to be
Yeah,
that.
it's like the Dare one. Where it tastes absolutely minging, but it's like people buy it to like prank each other and stuff. So I doused it in that, and then what I did was I chucked all the milk out the fridge, chucked all the pop out. I turned the taps off in the sink in the kitchen, the
Oh,
taps off in the sink in the bathroom and his ensuite, and just waited, and he went mental.
oh God.
He was just running around, like, "Where's the fox? The milk?" Realized there wasn't any. She's like, "All right, next best thing, I'll stick my mouth under the tap." Why is it not working? He didn't know how to turn the water on the tap off. He thought it was just broken.
Jesus.
I think that was the best one I've done. And then there was another one where I was at college halls. I think there was a group of kids that I didn't like that was there. So we shared a college campus with a lot of beauticians, like beauty students. So in the skips just outside, what they do is they practice cutting hair on mannequin heads,
Yep.
and they do makeup and stuff like that. So there was always some of them knocking about, and they had them windows that opened out, and I think I launched one. I don't think I broke the window, but they were woken up at, I think it was 1 o'clock in the morning by a head coming through the window. Uh, yeah, they're the only ones I can see.
Man. Right. So, we'll go back to Van Wilder now that we've told
Oh
all
yeah,
our
Van Wilder.
horrible stories. Um, so yeah, the guys eat the dog jizz, and then oh, this was a retaliation to Richard invited Van to Gwen's parents' house to try and embarrass him, but he actually got all the parents like doing like shots and like licking each
Shots.
other's tits and stuff like that.
Mm.
Then Richard proposes to Gwen, tries to get Van to throw a bachelor party, and that like sends him in a like bit of a downward spiral.
Turns to noncery.
Oh yeah, he turns to noncery with Sophia Bush. She will be old enough. Would have been at least 18, so it's technically legal, but grey area. Um, then the party gets kids taken into it by Richard, and then Tara Reid feeds Richard laxatives and ruins his life. And
That
then,
was when because Richard shags his weird hanger on.
oh yeah, I forgot her name
I fa-
again.
yeah, but basically a lass that just does whatever he says.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I need a release before this exam. And she's just like, well, I'm not doing anything.
And having sex, and she's like talking, and he's like, "Shut up! I'm trying to pleasure." And she's like, "Okay, pleasure away." And she's like, "P.S. This room is amazing." And he's like, "P.S. Shut the fuck up." Um, I've watched it too many times. I'll just keep quoting it. Sorry. Um, but yeah, they ruin Richard's life, and then Gwen and Van get together and live happily ever after, I suppose.
Kinda. He eventually graduates.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, he gets
which I
forced to
don't know how
graduate,
he
doesn't he?
catches up. Yeah, because they're gonna kick him out because of the children at the party, and he's just like, "Look, I did this. I'll own up to it." He didn't even throw Richard under the bus. He just went, "I'll own up to it. I want instead of kicking us out, give us one last chance. I'll take your finals, and I'll eventually graduate like properly." And they're
Yeah.
all like, "Yeah, you can do it, Van."
I
And then
love
there's like a study montage.
I love that the teacher who it comes down to decide who is had a bit of a like back and forth rivalry with Professor McDougal all the way through this
Mm.
movie, and it's down to his vote on whether Van stays, and he votes for him to stay and graduate, and then he goes to see him at the end, and he's like, "Ah, I knew you could do it. This is why me and you have had all this tension over the years." Because I just wanted to see you live up to your potential. And he's like, "Oh, I thought it's because I fooled around with your daughter in freshman year." And he's like, "What?"
Oh
Oh
man,
my
that was
god.
my best quote.
Oh, sorry, sorry. Um,
That's fine.
sorry. I need to stop doing this when I like have a film that I like this much that I've watched so many
Don't worry.
times because I see every fucking line from the movie. Um, and we also forgot Taj, getting set up on the date with Naomi and going to the flat. Um, and what he's been trying to prepare, hasn't he? Um,
Yeah.
and the Van Wilder's mate who keeps smoking bongs all the time. He's like sitting there with he's like, I can't get this bong to work. And he's like, oh,
Oh,
where did you find that? It's for my
it's in your
dong.
bag.
That's not a bong. It's for my schlong. Uh, and Van's like, oh, there's only three things you need: candles, massage oils, and Barry White. Apparently, that is the key to a perfect first date. Um, this lass is a bit of a slut like that. She hasn't been on any dates with Taj. She's met him once at a roller disco for 5 minutes, and then he goes around her apartment. She gets naked, he massages her, and they're gonna have sex. But then Taj sets himself on fire instead and dives out of like the third story window into a fountain.
Yeah.
Uh, poor lad.
Invincible Taj.
So, is there anything that we've missed that you want to go on to quick talk
Yeah,
about?
I think that's it.
So, right, we'll get on with our things then. What's your best quote of this movie? Go on. I've ruined it a bit.
Ah, no, no, it's fine. It was just the McDougal one where he was talking with Van Wilder and he's like, "Oh, I've been waiting all these years for it to realize your potential," and he's saying, "Oh, is that why there's friction?" I thought it was because I like fooled around with your daughter in freshman year, and they're like, "What?"
You
But
fooled
yeah,
around with
that was
that.
mine. What about you?
Right. My best quote is from the dog jizz scene. Molly's favourite bit, I should say it in the chat. She said the scene with the eclairs. I loved that bit. It was delicious. Uh,
Yeah.
if you're watching this on a replay and it's not live, that's what Molly said. She loved the eclair scene with the dog jizz. Um, but yeah, they're all eating them, and it's like people are going, "Oh, they're still warm," and like gargling them and stuff, and you just hear someone in the background go, I think I've had these before." That
Oh,
for me is the quote of the movie. It's just disgusting, and
yeah.
then someone could have had dog jizz before. It's sick as fuck. But I don't know, like 13-year-old me absolutely loved it. that made the movie for me. Um,
Dog jizz.
yeah, that made me go. I can't wait for this to come out on DVD. I'm gonna buy it and watch it 100 times.
Is that what? Isn't that why you got a you got a bulldog?
Yeah, yeah. Love Eclairs.
It's gone. It's gone now, though. Sadly, you lost him through dehydration.
Yeah. um, what have we got next? What is
Ah, best character.
best character? You go on. You go first. I
So
haven't made any notes for this. I'm just going off the top of my head.
I wrote them about 10 minutes before we started. My best character is Colossus.
Oh yeah,
It is the dog just below you
yeah,
with the gigantic balls. It was the Do you know when he's him and Van are in the hot tub together, and then you just get these horrible testicles
yeah.
just floating at the top. And he's like, oh,
Oh, it's amazing, man. That's when because they have topless tutors, don't they?
yeah, yeah,
That's one of the business ideas to try and make money for Van. Um, but the pimps from the strip club burst in, and it's like, oh, he got fed up of having to use his B squad, and it's just men in drag. Uh, as if like they've been on stage and like people have been going to the strip club.
yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with being in drag or uh, transsexual or anything like that. But back then, it was just hilarious that these men are dressed as women stripping on stage, and there would be men there trying to pay them, and then being like, "Oh, wait a minute." Um,
Well, the lights would have been low.
yeah, I suppose. Lap dancers would have felt a bit funny though. Um,
You got a hemorrhoid.
your gun is digging into my hip. Uh, um,
Yeah.
what else? Oh, what? All right, yeah.
Your favorite,
My best character. I have to go for Van Wilder. I've been trying to wrap my
right?
brain, going like, it's. I always feel like it's too cliche to just pick the main character as your favorite character. But I wanted to be Van Wilder when I watched this movie, and I would try and dress like him. I went out and bought like long sleeved t-shirts to put on underneath me short sleeve t-shirts, and like those like flannel kind of shirt things that he wears,
Yeah.
and
It
I'm
sounds like you wanted to be Ryan Reynolds, not Van Wild.
pretty much. But
Yeah.
to be fair, Ryan Reynolds did end up being one of the coolest people ever. Especially, well, maybe he's not so much in the past year. I think there's been quite a bit of shit. But
Yeah.
excluding this last year, he has been fucking amazing continuously for years and years, and he's just gotten better and better. Um, so yeah, I have to say Van Wilder. Is there even any
Fair
point in
enough.
doing worse character?
Oh, well, I don't know if you're gonna like mine.
Or go on then, who have you put for worst character?
I've got a Van Wilder.
Really? Alright, go on then.
Yeah, I've got because he's nearly 30. He's knocking about with 18-year-olds, and he reminds me of. Do you know when you were in primary secondary school, and you always had that weird older kid that hung around at the school gate waiting for his mates to finish school?
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of that, I think.
Yeah,
That
pretty
that's
much.
why I corrected and you said, "Oh, you want to be Ryan Reynolds, not Van Wilder."
Yeah, yeah, I definitely wanted to be Ryan Reynolds, not Van Wilder. I'm glad you corrected us on that. Um,
That's the only reason why. I'm not saying he was a bad character and stuff. Like he's fun in it.
he's
I
just a bit
just
noncy.
looking back, yeah. When I first watched this, I thought he was class.
Yeah.
But then again, when you're in secondary school, you don't think it's that weird that there's a 17, 18-year-old at the school gate.
Um, I've just thought of something just from looking at the layout of this episode. Ryan Reynolds in a
Right.
toga. There is no
Yeah,
toga
yeah.
scene in this movie.
Oh well, that was in my best death. Can you
There's
not remember the toga scene, the toga party?
there wasn't a toga party.
Ah, you
Paul
must
and
have,
Sammy were
you
saying
must.
this the other day, going, "Oh, that's what they have a toga party." Don't they? I was like, no, they don't. There's a promo for the movie where he's standing in like a football stadium in front of a microphone wearing a toga, and he gives some speech. But that is not in the movie. And on the poster, he's in a
How,
toga, but that is not in the movie. I'm sorry, Paul, but no, Sammy, you're wrong. No,
I
doesn't
think you're
exist.
just not super fans like us, so you just might not have seen it.
My worst character is Dick Bag. Um, he's such a bellend. Like he is the villain of the movie, and I can't think of anybody else. I mean, now that you've said like Van Wilder's a bit of a nonce, it is like, oh yeah, he is bad, but still, Richard, he purposely goes out of his way to just be a dick, like inviting Van to
Yeah,
that party when nothing's even happened. It's just Van Wilder has been talking to his girlfriend, which he hasn't even asked his lass, why are you speaking to him? She could have said, oh, I'm writing an article on him because me editor said
yeah,
that's what I have to do. That could have solved a lot of it. Um, but he didn't even ask, and he's just like dictating like Gwen's life and being like, "Oh well, when I'm a famous doctor and when I've got all this money and like you'll be my wife and uh." And he's talking about the kids and stuff like that as well. And he's like, I wouldn't want our kids to be tainted because mummy went slumming one night back in college.
oh
Um,
yeah.
and
There was another thing as well where he addresses people weird, and he's just like, "Oh, how are you doing?" Or like Dick Munch or something like that. Like weird insults out of nowhere.
yeah, it's oh, everything is a medical term. Like oh, when he's talking about Gwen, he's like, oh, I don't know where my bitch is, and his mate's like, oh well, Van's holding a party, maybe your bitch is there, and he's like, you do not call her that, gonad, and like everything's like some kind of like anatomy thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I love all of his pledges though, like they're playing foosball. And the guy with the eye patch is just like looking sad. And he's like, "Let the baby have his ball back," and he just puts his eye back in. He's like, "Not like you can see out of it anyway, loser." Um, but there's one of the pledges like cleaning his shoes, and he's just like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And you just hear him like faintly going, yes, superior leader, sir."
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, he treats everyone like shit, and even his lass, and he's a premature ejaculator. Um,
Yeah.
and he's a fucking asshole. So yeah, I'm picking him as my worst character. Although, if he wasn't in this movie, there wouldn't have been any rivalry, prank kind of stuff going on. So it is good that
Hmm.
he was in this movie. So it's not like he's the worst character; he's just the worst person.
Yeah.
What is next? Is it best moment or best death?
Best death. Best death. I've got one for this as well.
I don't think there's any deaths in this movie, but let's just say Milty Mingleton. Um, so the big fat guy who does like the swim meeting, like big splash thing.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
he's like hanging off a rope at the end with his like megaphone going, "Let Van stay, let Van stay, let Van," and the rope snaps and he just plummets, and he must fall like 3 stories, and you just hear, "I'm okay." I don't think
yeah.
he's okay. It doesn't matter like how big he is. That just means that he's got a bigger maximum velocity speed for falling down to the earth. So he might think he's okay, but I think he might have some internal bleeding going on, and he's got a very serious injury. He may not have made it out alive from this movie. So I'm going for Milty.
Well, I think you're wrong saying that there's no deaths in this film because I know for a fact there's thousands of deaths in this film.
Oh god, I know what you're gonna say.
The thousands of sperm
Yeah, okay.
gobbled up in eclair form and I think that's the
Oh.
best death of this film.
How far to the fallopian tubes? We're only at the tonsils. Um,
Oh no, why am I dribbling down this guy's chin?
oh. Um, Best moment. Have you got a best moment for this?
It's got to be the dog eclair.
Yeah. I
I,
said
I
that
know we've talked about it a lot, but it's got to be the best moment.
it is. Like I said, that scene made this movie for me. Um, it was disgusting and hilarious, and one of the worst things and best things I've ever seen. It is the best
Yeah.
moment. We're agreed. Oh,
Hey,
tip touch. We haven't had one of them for a while.
touch your tips.
Um, Last thing. What? Isn't there one more thing on this? Oh yeah,
Awkward boner.
awkward boner. Hmm. What's your awkward boner moment for this?
So I've got it. The most awkward boner moment would be Taj when he's having the interview. Do you know when he's talking about wanting to learn the sacred American art of muff
Yeah,
dancing? I don't know if he has one, but it's an implied boner.
yeah. Mine is also an interview moment. I'm gonna have to say. Do you know the older Indian guy? Um,
Um, oh, he's a really famous guy.
I'm
Eric
not.
Estrada.
Is he?
Yes. He's uh, he's famous in America, not over here, but I'm sure. Because I looked him up, I was like, I know his face from somewhere. But yeah, he's a really famous actor. He's in Chips, Loaded Weapon, um,
I'm loaded weapon man.
Airport, Van Wilder. But I'm sure he's on like TV series, and he's on the new season of Fallout.
All right. Oh,
Um, Whoa, he's done a lot. I mean, he's either playing himself or like a paramedic or whatever. But yeah,
yeah.
sorry, carry on.
No, no. But yeah, I think that would be the most awkward bonus scene for me because his scene is already awkward enough, where he's just sitting there completely silent, and they're just like, "Sorry, you really don't fit the profile," and he's just like moving his wig around. He's like, "Will there be any international travel involved?" Huh? If he had a boner there, that would be the most awkward point for me. Just to make the scene even more awkward.
Yeah,
Last thing then, what would you rank this out of five?
3.5.
You know what I'm going to give it, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a five.
yeah.
It's a disgusting movie. It's hilarious. There's so many things wrong in it, but it's fucking hilarious. I love it. Oh,
No tip touch today.
nah. Is there anything else to talk about with this movie?
No, I don't think I think I'm happy.
Yeah, we've gone for
We've
an
talked
hour
about
talking about
everything.
it. I don't even think
Jeez.
the movie's only just a little bit longer than that, isn't it? So,
Yes. Doesn't say on my screen.
what have we got coming up then?
Oh, we've got loads. Told you
Uh,
I'm straight up. Pro boy. Um,
what day is it today? Tuesday. Is there a Rumble cast?
Tuesday. I don't think there is. Wonk are back on the 20th of this month, so they're not back. There is a Countdown Doomsday on though.
Oh, Doomsday on Saturday. They will be doing Avengers Endgame. So they're
Yes.
finally wrapping up the Infinity Saga before moving on to the Doom Saga or whatever is the next phase.
I've never seen it.
I know you went,
I
didn't you?
know.
Guest on one of the Avengers Countdown to Doomsday things with Jake and
No,
Sammy.
they were going to because I quite like Ant-Man, and then they realized how much I don't like Marvel.
Yeah.
They were like, actually, I think you shouldn't have you on. Because I'm sure I said, can I be on the Rings of Power? What? No, not the Rings of Power. You know the one with the five rings.
Oh yes,
The
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, I really like that film, and
It's a
there
really good
wasn't.
film.
You didn't have to do your homework to watch it as well, which was what I liked about it more. But yeah, so they were just like, maybe you're not Marvel podcast material.
I mean, you could still be on that episode because it's still not they're still not up to that point. So
Could I could show them me moves,
yeah.
show them me ring.
Oh,
Um, but on Friday on Anime Club, we're doing Escaflowne as well, which is a mech anime with dragons and guns and explosions. I haven't seen it yet. I'm guessing that's what it's about from what Phoebe told us. Um,
I've heard of it.
so I've got that to watch. The only time I've seen of it is clips of people saying this animation sequence of them getting into the big Gundam things is amazing for the time. That's all I know about it. Um, got Monsters on Monday. Got the Sunday podcast.
Any
Loads of
idea
good
what
stuff.
Sunday's podcast is?
I think it's just gonna be an hour of topless Paul.
All
Just
right. Oh, I'll tune in for that, definitely. I
yeah,
mean, I already have the live stream going with like the camera I've got planned, but
yeah.
it's always nice to have it in HD.
It's nice to have a live chat as well with other
Yeah.
people instead of just in your room in the dark.
uh, so next week, what have you picked for next week's movie?
Yes. So I've done quite a few shite picks lately. As in shite, as in where I've loved the films because they're that bad, but I think you've been getting a bit pissed off. So I'm going to go into our kung fu era, our martial arts era. So I want to do Bloodsport, bit of Van
I
Damme.
was just doing me Bolo Young.
Oh, I wonder what you're going to dress up on next. Are you going to dress up as anything on next?
No. I mean, I could do
Why
the big
not?
hairy American if my beard comes back by next week. Just stick a bandana on and go back to homelessly.
Oh, we could just grease up because
Greasy up,
everyone's very
man.
shiny.
Yeah, it's a very greasy movie. Um,
Mm.
and at some point, I don't know when we're announcing this, but we have got another little project coming up. Um,
Mm.
but yeah,
Hey,
just watch out because there's going to be another series with me and Chris. Uh, so you'll get Top Grumps and this other new thing,
what
which
what other what thing could you talk about though?
I don't know.
But I mean, if you're in the Discord, you can probably guess what it is anyway.
But yeah, just keep an eye out for that. Bring along all your hopes and dreams and see
And
what is going to be happening.
and next week, me and you are gonna this time next week we'll be half an hour into a film, so it'll
Yeah.
be pre-recorded for next week because we
Oh,
are going to see the premiere of Pee Pee Poo Poo
poo poo poo
Man.
poo man. Way.
Pee Pee Poo Poo.
Uh,
I've been looking on their Instagram and they sell merch for it, you know. We could get a Pee Pee Poo Poo Man t-shirt.
are you dressing up for it at all? Are you going to? Have you got a hard hat?
I do. What colour do you need it to be?
Hey, yellow. I
Yeah,
mean,
I've got a
I've
yellow
got a
one.
hard hat, but it's black. But I don't think it matters. I
Yeah.
might wear a hard hat and bring a bucket and just put my popcorn in the bucket or something.
I've got a bucket as well. Do we need to make like bring my own pee pee and poo poo? Or is that supplied?
That might be supplied. Or we could get chocolate milkshakes and drink them out the buckets.
Yes. Oh, the only bad thing about that, you can only get paper straws at the minute, can't you?
Oh
So they
yeah.
get soggy.
I don't think I would bother with the straw. I would just hold the bucket and just keep tipping it up and just hope there's people sitting behind being like, what the fuck?
Honestly, I don't think I looked at how many seats were taken for this film. I
Oh,
think we're one of four.
oh. Right.
Oh,
If there's only four of us there and like there's another two people there, should we go and sit right next to them? just
yes.
just forget
Yeah.
where our seats are and just go and sit either side of them and block them in.
With more buckets and hard
Yeah.
hats.
Oh.
Oh.
Is that everything for this episode?
That's it. I think.
Right. Would you like to give one final word for this episode, Chris?
I'll give a hyphened word. Red lipstick.
Red lipstick. Don't be a grump. Be a top grump. Thanks for watching.
Hey.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.